I'm delighted to have been joined by Nnimmo Bassey, who's chair of Friends of the Earth, and he's going to give us a bit of an update as to what's been going on at Hope. Nnimmo, how do you think these talks have gone so far?
I think the talks are dragging and not even, it's supposed to be ending today, but now we're hearing there's going to be an extension for another 24 hours or so. But even then, it's doubtful if there will be any outcome that is serious, that is ambitious, and that really tackles the systemic causes of climate change.
And where are the main blockages in these talks? What's the problems?
I think the first stumbling block was erected by Japan right on the opening day when they said they would never commit to a second commitment period of the Kyoto Protocol, which means they would not make definite, legally binding commitment to reduce emissions any further, that they would prefer the voluntary method that was suggested at the end of the Copenhagen conference last year. This is clearly what the rich countries prefer, countries like United States, like Australia, like Canada, because they don't want to commit to a measurable emission reduction that they could be held to account on. And this is why the COP also is mainly driven on arguments about market mechanisms and things like carbon offsetting, where polluting industries can continue to pollute and then pay for trees or for forests somewhere else, assuming that those would absorb the carbon, the pollution that they are releasing to the atmosphere. So the whole exercise is really very troubling.
Do you think that those kinds of issues will ever be resolved as part of this process? Do you think rich countries will ever give up those rights?
I think what would count at the end would be mass movements and people seriously demanding that delegates and presidents like the ones arriving now should actually listen to what the people are saying. We're talking about the future of the planet. It's not an issue about negotiating about money or how to share technology. It's about taking action that would cut emissions at source.
So what do you think the headlines will be this time tomorrow?
Cancun couldn't do anything.
Thank you, Nnimmo.